Don't be afraid to thank him. Thank him in advance. Yesterday I thanked him for the day, and I thank him for today already. Yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 28 minutes until 7 o'clock. It's Good Morning Grenada for today. It's the 19th day of September. Reaching out and saying good morning and happy birthday to my colleague Glenn Telesford. GT, it's your big day today, bro. What are you taking a day off for? You know, we should have done that. Yesterday, you should have done my shift and yours, and I would have done the same for us today, man. Next year we'll do it that way, all right? Yeah. Go on out and celebrate it in fine style, man. Have yourself, I know you will have an enjoyable day. Trust me on that. I know, the significant other is going to make it exceptionally great for you. Yeah, I know that. Let us pray. Let us dance. Yeah.
So let us rejoice and be glad in it.
Today's Petlin George's birthday also. Happy birthday to you. And all those of you celebrating Petlin, enjoy it. Have a blast today, alright? Yeah, enjoy it to the fullest. And everybody wants to know how I celebrated my birthday yesterday. Normal day. I've been doing this thing for 50 something years now. So I mean, come on, all these birthdays. Yeah. Mildred Smith, good morning to you and Shem. Hope you are doing fine. Yesterday was just a normal day, you know. Lydia Cameron, good morning. Thanks. Yulin, what's up?
Thank you.
You good? Yeah, take your dance. Mary E. Banks, good morning.
Oh yes, I'm still alive. Play the music. Oh my child.
Keeping a constant check on the clock. It's 26 minutes on to 7. Today's Pet's birthday. You remember Pet?
Yeah, my pride.
The Calypsonian? I'll leave in the house and go. You remember that?
So even though my life
Yeah, I think today's her birthday too.
ups and downs, I know you got the
Sylvina Charles, good morning to you. How you doing?
cause
Yeah, you good?
my
Nice.
God can do. And yes, you are my savior.
Reaching out and saying good morning to my brother Cecil Cadet and family.
Father,
How you doing, bro?
thank you for the breath I breathe.
How is Andrea and the rest of the team? Of course, give them my regards as always. Thomas!
Father,
How's your food? Michelle Bernard, good morning to you.
Father, through your grace my soul is fed.
Let's see what's the word of the day today.
Oh my child.
And that word today is diatribe. Diatribe. Trying to get it up on the TV. Nice. And it's a bitter, sharply abusive denunciation, attack, or criticism.
My help.
Diatribe.
My help comes from the Lord which made heaven and earth.
Here's how we can use it in a sentence. During the debate, he launched into a diatribe against the new policies, highlighting their flaws in an aggressive manner.
But until my work is up,
Sounds like politicians, right? Nice.
give my service, you'll take your rep.
Thaddeus, DJ Small Close Charles, good morning to you. DJ Vika, DJ Hot Wax. Splendid songs, good morning.
Oh, merciful
I almost said DJ Mana and DJ Charlie, but they're looking at us from on high.
Father, nothing more I want
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who did I miss out?
than to live my life for you. Play the music.
It's been such a long time that I haven't been to, a party that I even remember them DJs' names, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, my
Sylvina Charles, good morning. Happy birthday to Chad Charles of Willis. All the best for many more enjoyable ones coming from Sylvina Charles.
only one.
Chad, happy birthday.
Oh, merciful Father, but strike.
As we head into the motivational tip of the day,
Oh, Father, let me live
good morning to Tanti Marcy and Keisha and Khalid from Care Bear families.
service song.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. This one is repetitive, yeah?
Don't know the
It's for a reason. Yeah, it's along with the theme for today, man. Never give up. Our greatest weakness, it lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Joseph Ross, good morning. He says good morning to the GBN Live family. Mr. Gordon, have a great day. Thank you. You have a great day as well. Yeah, have a good day. Nadisha, good morning to you and the folks inside of Cafe. Hope you're doing well. I want my peanut butter snow ice. I thought you would have given me for my birthday. Nadisha. All right, just be nice, okay? Be nice as always. Good morning, Holmesy and Abigail and the entire family. Louis and the entire family down there. I had to pass for some baby back ribs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and Louis, we have an incomplete Alphos tournament, yeah? You know, we had it good to get, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a team. Get yours, all right? Get yours organized and let's get this rolling. Let's head on to the motivational, not the motivational, but the nutrition health tip for the day. No, not you, Papi, not you. I play you already. I'm going back to my theme.
Follow these steps and you'll be fine. Drink lots of water.
Consuming a well-balanced meal which contains vegetables, fruits, proteins, and whole grains is important in ensuring the nutritional well-being of the body. During this time of the year, most people consume lots of vegetables and ground provisions such as breadfruits, green banana, yam, corn, potatoes, squash, and dashins, which are all healthy but also high in starch. Starch is important to the body as it is the main source of carbohydrate, or carbs, and plays an important role in supporting the body's function and physical activity by providing the body with glucose. When the right amount of carbs is consumed, it supports a healthy diet. However, if we consume too much starchy foods, we put ourselves at risk of becoming insulin resistant and even developing type 2 diabetes. According to Harvard School of Public Health, this occurs because as we eat starchy foods that are high in carbohydrates, the body's digestive system breaks down the digestible carbs into sugars, which then enters the bloodstream. This causes the blood sugar levels to rise, which then causes the pancreas to produce insulin and glucagon, which are hormones that help the body to absorb blood glucose and blood sugar and ensures the cells have enough of it. When we eat more starchy foods than is recommended daily, we put pressure on the body to perform these tasks effectively, leading to the development of type 2 diabetes over time. It is advised to pay attention to our daily intake of starchy foods, as this would help to manage our blood sugar levels. It is also advised to consume healthier sources of carbs or reduce the consumption of foods that are very high in carbs. Healthy sources of carbohydrates are whole grains and wheat, vegetables, fruits, some local provision foods, and dry beans. These not only promote good health, but also are high in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, and other important phytonutrients or substances derived from plant foods that may help in preventing diseases. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
Rolls ring a bell? Yes, they keep the body working.
19 minutes on to 7 o'clock.
So let us rejoice.
Let's do that. I know sometimes it could be, it could be difficult. Life could be tough, eh? Yeah. Life could be tough. But you've got what it takes.
If I had another chance.
Good morning to the wonderful folks at ACB Bank Grenada Limited. Good morning, Miss Juana and the team.
Wouldn't be the same. But
yeah.
There is no guarantee.
How are you doing? You good?
Jesus,
Miss Cadet and the folks at Norris James New Business Systems. Good morning.
thank you for another day.
Yolan Swan, good morning. Lydia Cameron, congratulations to the Grenada chess team that will be going to Paris for the chess competition. Hey, them chess people doing thing, boy. Nice.
Yes, I'm still alive. Play the music. Oh, my child.
Good morning to the folks on the Rock. Bus traveling up to Windsor Forest. Yeah, morning. Good morning to all the busmen. What up, and everybody?
Yeah, my pride.
Buzzing this morning, another phishing scam surfaces via text message.
So even though
Grenada grows, named a finalist in Global Climate Innovator Challenge.
powers,
A high-level delegation from Grenada visits Cuba.
'cause there
In the region, the Integrity Commission wants FID and TAG to probe aspects of Jamaica's Prime Minister's financial affairs. Smells like corruption, boy.
you for the breath I breathe.
Internationally, U.S. judge orders Sean Diddy Combs jailed pending trial. And in sports, the Diamond League to increase prize money to record levels.
Father, through your breath,
Yeah, these and more coming up in the morning's news.
oh my child.
In the interim, think of something that's burning in Grenada. As a matter of fact, the conversation this morning, I don't think I have any guest in studio.
One more time.
I'm seeing a name here. Let me try to pronounce it. Livotari. That's an Indian name. I can't pronounce that.
Help come from
Saying good night. Well, good morning from us here in Grenada.
the future.
Where are you from, man? Give us some more detail.
The minute
Welcome on board.
on my final day.
Nice.
Walk is over.
Morning, Paddocks. Brandon, Sid, Joseph, and the family, Kay and Bria.
You take
Good morning, Tanti Dawn.
Lord.
And the children, Kaylee and Anaya.
Thank you
How do you do?
privilege.
And give me birthday cake yet, you know.
Father, to share this love.
Folks, don't forget the Right Choice Sports Bar. The karaoke comes back on Saturday the 28th.
I want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, merciful
Birthday bash,
to live my life.
celebration, everything in one, right? Look out for that. Sean and the guys inside of Bale Isle and T-Bade and surrounding areas, the Max Wins, good morning. Teacher Mary, the Critical Eye, good morning to you. Orlando, what's up, huh? Nice.
Oh, Father, I don't only want to talk the talk.
Somebody tell me I just look happy on the radio. Well, I am.
Life to walk the walk.
I wake up this morning. I was able to get here.
Let me
What more could I ask? One thing else I get is icing on the cake, man. Life.
service on.
Good morning to all those of you out there in the diaspora. Good morning. Paddocks, good morning to you, man.
Thank you for my family.
Yeah. Lovey, good morning.
All your precious.
Gigi Giles. Denzo.
Father, I don't know just what the future holds.
I don't know about you, but I enjoy this. I enjoy this. Just reaching out to the people, man. Good morning, Curtis, Peck, Philip, and family out there in Apretut. Apretut, good morning. Cruz, what's up, bro? Hey, folks, we've got to cut it here. We've got to do the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. Before I do that, I want to say good morning to Eggies and Chief. Lovely. The news and weather is up next.
As we get ready to give thanks the long Thanksgiving weekend, Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch Survivor, together with Stubbles, 10 times Calypso Monarch Scholar, alongside Luta, Tobago Kuso, and 7 times Soca and 10 times Road March King, Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $16 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Gual, Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clef Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center. 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
We're the Antonis of Caribbean.
As GBN brings you the thrilling coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League. Please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup. From Tuesday, September 17th to Friday, September 20th, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN Television News will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices,
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Thursday, September 19th, 2024. Coming up in the news, another phishing scam surfaces via text message. Grenada Grows named a finalist in Global Climate Innovator Challenge. High-level delegation from Grenada visits Cuba. In the region, the Integrity Commission wants FID and TAG to probe aspects of Jamaica's Prime Minister's financial affairs. Internationally, U.S. judge orders Sean Diddy Combs jailed pending trial. And in sports, we hear that the Diamond League to increase prize money to record levels. We have the details of these and more after these messages.
Residents of St. Patrick, are you ready to take action in the fight against climate change? The Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, in collaboration with the NAP Global Network and the G-Cruise Project, presents Everyone in Action for Climate Change Adaptation, a series of community meetings on climate change adaptation and resilience. You are invited to come out to the St. Patrick Anglican Primary School on Wednesday, 18th September, starting at 5 p.m. with an exhibition and from 6 p.m. with the official start of the meeting. Transportation will be provided. Let's hear about the changes in your environment and the methods you use to adapt. Let's talk climate change. Let's talk adaptation. Let's talk resilience. See you there.
Good morning with the details. I am Gordon Joseph. Another phishing scam has surfaced, this time targeting people via text messages. The scam offers seemingly attractive online job opportunities, but it's a trap designed to steal personal information. One recipient shared with the GBN that they received a text at 11:06 a.m. on Tuesday promoting a remote part-time or full-time position with the United States-based company Glassdoor. The job allegedly involves helping Amazon merchants update data, boost visibility, and manage bookings. It also offers free training and flexible working hours. The message promised the chance to work 4 days a week, that's 4 days a week, with easy tasks you can do on your schedule while earning bonuses ranging from $50 to $500 per day. An internet search reveals this to be a scam that was flagged on the Glassdoor job review site about 2 months ago. In a post, Glassdoor warned users, "This is a phishing scam that we have no part of. Please report it through your texting app and never respond to these messages. Stay safe out there. It looks dicey. It probably is." This latest development was reported to the Grenada Cybersecurity Incidents Response Team, that's CSIRT, and that report was done on Wednesday. Jervis Dabrio, ICT officer at CSERT, reminded the public to stay alert and beware of such scams. Dabrio is urging everyone to apply common sense and avoid falling victims to these schemes. Just over a week ago, CSERT issued a notice cautioning individuals to be aware of employment scams which often evolve. Cybercriminals typically pose as recruiters or hiring companies to steal personal data and money. Grenada Grows, a startup in partnership with the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, GSWMA, has been recognized as one of the top 4 finalists in the Global Climate Innovator Challenge during the Global Climate Innovation Coalition, that's on the 2nd annual summit. The event was held earlier this month at the United Nations headquarters, focusing on the theme promoting global innovation and collaboration for sustainable prosperity of humanity and all life. It showcased innovative solutions to combat climate change and included participation from global leaders, ambassadors, and key stakeholders such as Grenada's ambassador in the UN, Che Philip. Among over 500 applications from more than 50 countries, Grenada Grows stood out in the category of Sustainable Development Goal SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. The company was awarded the title of Global Climate Innovator Champion, making it the only finalist from the West Indies. Co-founder and CEO Dr. Judelyn Telesford-Checkley, an environmental scientist with over 20 years of experience, leads the team. Dr. Telesford-Checkley holds a PhD in wildlife and fisheries sciences and has contributed significantly to Grenada's National Ecosystem Assessment and various climate resilience projects. Rob Steyer, co-founder of Grenada Grows, represented the organization at the summit. And finally, a high-level delegation led by President of the Senate, Decima Williams, is visiting Cuba for several days, meeting with member of the political bureau of the party, Esteban Lazo Hernandez, President of the National Assembly of the People's Power and the Council of State Leaders. The visit takes place within the framework of the 45th anniversary of the establishment of bilateral relations. Lazo Hernandez said Grenada's presence in Cuba will help strengthen interparliamentary ties and collaboration between both nations. He underlined the friendship between the revolutionary leaders Fidel Castro, Ruiz, and Morris Bishop, which contributed to this special relationship and the permanent will to cultivate and deepen bilateral ties. Lazo expressed solidarity with the people of Grenada after the damage recently caused by Hurricane Beryl and gratitude for Grenada's unconditional support for the legitimate demand to end the illegal and unjust economic, commercial, and financial blockade imposed by the United States government against Cuba and against the inclusion of Cuba on the list of states that supposedly sponsor terrorism, which was ratified by Prime Minister of Grenada after concluding his visit to Cuba. Dr. Decima Williams responded to Lazo saying, "We came to Cuba with love and respect that Fidel gave to the Caribbean countries." And that concludes the first segment of news. Stay with us. The regional roundup is up next, followed by the international developments and the sports and the weather. Four minutes on to 7 o'clock. We now join the Caribbean News Desk for this morning's edition of the Regional Roundup.
From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning. I'm Kendall Morgan.
And I'm Dennis Chavon with the latest from across the Caribbean.
St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew says forensic auditors have uncovered what he says was massive corruption in the Development Bank. He told the National Assembly that the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis had racked up a more than $330 million debt, most of which was borrowed from Social Security. Dr. Drew, who is also the Federation's finance minister, says legal action will be taken because the audit found that millions of dollars were allegedly moved in bags.
That money would be split up and leave the bank in bags, Madam Speaker. But most of that money disappeared down a dark hole, Madam Speaker. This is what took place. This was orchestrated. And I'm saying again, there's a case coming. But of course, the legal process is in play because the people would want to know what happened to all of that money. Where did it go?
The St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister says the government has since put monies back into the Development Bank and Social Security.
Cricket West Indies President Dr. Kishore Shallow has thrown his hat into the political ring in his native St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Dr. Shallow was on Tuesday night selected by the opposition New Democratic Party NDP to be their candidate in the North Leeward constituency in the next general elections, constitutionally due late next year.
Jamaica's opposition People's National Party PNP has called on Prime Minister Andrew Holness to step down following this week's publication of an Integrity Commission report on its investigation into his declared income and assets. While the Integrity Commission has ruled out criminal charges against the Prime Minister for any alleged false income declarations, it has referred certain concerns to Tax Administration Jamaica and the Financial Investigations Division for further probe. The opposition PNP in a statement yesterday said in view of the referrals, the Prime Minister should step down immediately, noting that his continued presence in office is a disservice to the Jamaican people and the democratic system.
Jamaica is eyeing the creation of a special economic zone to cash in on Guyana's oil sector. Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce Aubin Hill says this is part of a strategy to increase economic growth through the services sector. With 11.6 billion barrels of oil equivalent to be extracted and shallow rivers to accommodate large vessels with heavy cargo, Mr. Hill says Jamaica is well placed to provide services.
The draft in Guyana, Port Georgetown, is 4 to 6 meters. You can't take big ships in there. So where it must come from, Kingston, the special economic zone. You guys get together, talk it up, and make sure people invest, because all the break bulk will have to happen here in Kingston. Might happen in Florida, but why Florida? Bring it here. So we need to get that done as a growth area.
The Bahamas has received support from the other 13 independent members of the Caribbean community to become a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. The Bahamas Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell made the announcement in Parliament yesterday.
Today, I also have the honor of formally announcing the Bahamas begins its campaign to serve on the UN's preeminent council, the Security Council, for the term 2032 and 2033. The election takes place in 2031. We have the support of all other CARICOM countries, and I hope that we can all join in this national commitment.
Guyana is currently serving as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. The St. Lucia Parliament has approved a bill for a Julian Alfred public holiday on September 27th in honor of her historic achievements at the recent Paris Olympics. Alfred won St. Lucia's first ever Olympic medals, gold in the high-profile 100 meters and silver in the 200. Prime Minister Philip Pear piloted the bill in Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, this achievement was an inspiration for St. Lucia, for CARICOM, and for small island development states. The inspiration that shows that with discipline, with commitment, Mr. Speaker, you can achieve the highest heights. This cabinet has decided that we should have a Julian Alfred Day on the 27th of September 2024. So the 27th of September 2024 will be called the Julian Alfred Day.
Meanwhile, St. Vincent and the Grenadines yesterday staged a welcome home ceremony in the motorcade for its Olympian, Shafika Maloney, who at the Paris Olympics became the first Vincentian to qualify for the finals of an Olympic event.
I didn't come home with a gold medal, but, I got God, and that's all I need. And I'm definitely looking forward to 2028 to go get my medal that I missed out on. It's on my mind. It is on my mind. But before then, I have the World Championships and stuff next year, so I'm taking it one day at a time, 1 year at a time.
And before we go, we want to wish the people of St. Kitts and Nevis a happy 41st anniversary of independence today. This has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp at +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.
And looking further afield, in a significant shift for the U.S. economy, the Federal Reserve announced a jumbo-sized rate cut on Wednesday, its first rate reduction cut since COVID. It's a major economic milestone both for the central bank's long fight with inflation and for Americans battling a higher cost of living for the past 2 years. Unusually, Wall Street had been divided on whether the Fed would introduce a typical quarter-point cut or a more urgent half-point cut. Still in the U.S., a United States judge on Tuesday refused a bail request from Sean Diddy Combs and ordered the superstar rapper jailed pending his trial on racketeering and sex trafficking charges. Magistrate Judge Robin Tarnowski ordered Combs to remain in custody after the music mogul pleaded not guilty to the charges in an indictment that was unsealed on Tuesday. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York said the music mogul was on Tuesday indicted on charges of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. He also faces a third charge of transportation to engage in prostitution. And finally, the race to find the maker of the pagers that exploded in Lebanon has taken an unexpected turn towards a Taiwanese company few had heard of. At least 12 people were killed and nearly 3,000 injured in Tuesday's explosions, targeting members of the armed group Hezbollah, which set off a geopolitical storm in the Middle East. Caught in the crisis, Taiwanese firm Gold Apollo's founder Xu Shengquang flatly denied his company had anything to do with the attacks. Instead, Mr. Xu said he licensed his trademark to a company in Hungary called BAC Consulting to use the Gold Apollo name on their pagers. That concludes the regional roundup and the international segment of news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Hey, good morning, sporting fans. The Diamond League Athletics Circuit said on Wednesday it will increase its prize money to record levels for next season. The new overall figure is US $9.24 million, almost a third higher than during the COVID-19 period of 2021 to 2024. Between US $30,000 to $100,000 will be an offer for each discipline at each meeting for the 2025 campaign. The announcement comes 3 months after four-time Olympic gold medalist Michael Johnson said he was behind a new Grand Slam track league. It will begin next April with 2 3-day meetings in the United States and 2 international stops with prize money of around $3 million at each meeting. Next year's Diamond League runs with 15 meetings in 13 countries between April and September. That's the sports. Stay with us. We'll have more sports for you during a luncheon edition. Don't you go anywhere. The weather forecast is up next. All right, folks, we are unable to connect with the folks at the Met Office, but I'm going to give you the emailed version of the weather this morning. And a surface trough extends from the low-pressure system that is the remnants of Gordon to the southern Windward Islands. This trough has the potential to bring showery activities and thunder showers to the state of Grenada today. Well, that's evident. I don't know if you heard it this morning, but early this morning there was rattling thunder. Also, an area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms located over the central tropical Atlantic is associated with the remnants of Hurricane Gordon or Tropical Storm Gordon. Now, this system is forecast to interact with a non-tropical low to its northwest while moving north-northeastward at 5 to 10 miles per hour during the next couple of days. Environmental conditions could become more conducive for development later this week, and a tropical depression or storm could reform in a few days while the system moves slowly northward over the central subtropical Atlantic. This system has a low chance of 20% of regenerating within the next 48 hours. So please be guided accordingly. And that's the weather report at this time. Hopefully we can have a more comprehensive and detailed weather forecast for you in our midday edition of news. That's the weather, reminding you that it came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited. It's 10 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Another phishing scam surfaces via text message. Grenada Grows named a finalist in Global Climate Innovator Challenge. A high-level delegation from Grenada visits Cuba. In the region, Integrity Commission wants FID and TAJ to probe aspects of Jamaica's Prime Minister's financial affairs. Internationally, U.S. judge orders Sean Diddy Combs jailed pending his trial. And in sports, the Diamond League is to increase prize money to record levels for next season. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, September 19th, 2024. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day is happening on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequenty Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more, with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health, education, and employment opportunities, all while enjoying the songs of Trio the Band and DJ Graphic Sounds. It will be a fun-filled day filled with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequenty Industrial Park playing field on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
As GBN brings you the thrilling coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League, please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup. From Tuesday, September 17th to Friday, September 20th, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN Television News will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
Good morning and welcome to the conversation. It's a classic 15 minutes after 7 o'clock. And of course, I want to hear from you as always, all right? I want to hear from you as always. And I'm going to ask a very pertinent question, and I expect you to be honest and with substance. Because like I said, when we speak, the powers that be listen. So the question I'm going to ask this morning, it's personalized. It's different. The answer is going to be different for everybody because it's very opinionated. What do you think is the most burning issue in Grenada today? All right, we're going to keep it brief and to the point. We are not going to call names in any derogatory manner or anything like that. The question is, in your opinion, if there's something to be fixed, something that you'd like to see done differently or better, what is that issue? What is that burning issue for you in Grenada today? You know the numbers, 435-2041. Give me a call and let's hear from you. Remember, when we speak, they listen. So let's go to the telephone line right away. Good morning, caller.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the program. Okay, caller, you need to turn the volume of your device down and talk to me via the telephone. The number 435-2041, that's the number you can call to get in on the conversation. In your opinion, what do you think is the most burning issue in Grenada today? Good morning, caller.
Morning, Mr. Joseph. How are you doing?
I am alive and thankful, Mr. Cert.
Yeah, well, as you said, the answer is going to be different for everybody.
Yes.
Because you have to look at it from a personalized standpoint. So from my professional standpoint, digital literacy.
Digital literacy
is a serious problem here in Grenada. And yes, people use the technology, but proper use, safe use, is lacking in a lot of instances. So simple thing like fact-checking, people are unable to do that. Somebody put out an advertisement saying they're recruiting people, and you being able to ascertain whether or not that is good or it's malicious, that is lacking. We heard from the FIU a few weeks ago that over $1 million has been reported lost to bad actors, criminals, cyber criminals out there. Now that's the number, the amount that has been reported. So normally the figure that isn't is high as well. Right, but that is one of the things that I think we really need to address, and it takes a holistic sort of approach to fix. Because this is something that needs to start from the primary school, the preschool, the primary school, come right up, and we need to move from just being casual, don't care, as we say, users of the technology to be a bit more informed, so at least you can protect yourself. So that is what is really burning in my neck of the woods with what I am seeing and how people are really being hurt for lack of knowledge. Yeah.
And a quick question: how do you think we remedy this? Where do we start? Because we're still in a situation where certain sectors of the society have a sort of phobia towards this technology.
Well, we need all hands on deck. So October is Financial Literacy Month, and I have to commend most of the financial institutions for what they've been doing. I have seen Republic Bank, Arisa, Co-op Bank, Grenville Credit Union. They have been putting out information, informing their customers and the general public, do this, don't do that, this is what you need to look for, and so forth. And I think we need more of that. We need sponsors to come on board to get the messaging out as well. We need the Ministry of Education to look at including that in the curriculum just as our history. And civics, and so there is this level of awareness. We do not want people coming out of high school and college and they can't manage their money. Financial literacy. But we also need them being able to operate safely in the digital space. Within the churches, the community groups, they also need to be aware that, hey, everybody is at risk. Everybody is being targeted in one way or the other. You look at some of the people who lost access to their WhatsApp account simply because they were in a prayer group, a church community, what have you. The churches need to add this to their programming. We need ads. The CSUP needs sponsorship. So Corporate Grenada, step forward and help us get the messaging out. But I think that is what needs to happen. Okay. We need to be thinking security first, and it should not be an afterthought. So finally, it's like this. We should not have people going to the mall, the public spaces, the airport, and because there is free Wi-Fi there, you just connect. You need to understand the risk associated with that and know, hey, if I'm going to be doing something personal or so on my device, then maybe I should turn on my data, or maybe I should just wait until I get home to connect. This is what we need. This is what we need. It's a complete cultural change, behavioral change when it comes to these things, and everybody have to push the message in.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Have a good one.
All right, boss.
Blessings. Good. Yeah. You know the numbers, 435-204-1, 22 minutes after 7 o'clock. And the question is out there. It's like I said, the answer will vary. if you were put in a position where you need to speak with your parliamentary representative as to what is burning in your community, what are some of the things you would like to see changed in Grenada? What would that be? Good morning, caller.
Good morning and an awesome day to you today.
Thank you very much.
My burning concern in Grenada is the public roads used as people parking garages.
The public roads?
Secondly, yes, the public roads are used as the parking garages. Everybody buy a vehicle and park it on the road. And secondly, the transportation problem. When you go to St. George's, to leave St. George's to go at your home, it's terrible. We need something has to be done about that.
And you're talking about late afternoon, late evening?
Not only late afternoon, you know. And now we have school. It's really problematic. It's really a problem. I'm afraid to go to town now, that's to tell you.
So what, okay, now that we've identified the problem, in your own way, what do you think the solution is? If you were tasked with the responsibility to solve that problem, what would you have done?
To solve which, both problems?
Yes.
Well, firstly, everybody needs a vehicle. But if you need a vehicle, therefore you should have a place to park your vehicle. You should have a place to put it, or organize a place by your house or an area where people living in that district or that area could go and park there. Maybe you could pay a little something to keep them there, okay? And secondly, I think we should get some of the big buses. You see the big buses with tourists? When it's not tourist season, could be used. I'm just suggesting to transport, especially the children. If the government could hire them, rent them, whatever it is, for such time, and they will take the children to the various places. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, caller.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Good morning to Tano out there, locked in. Good morning, Tano. Tano, how are you doing? All right, someone on WhatsApp says, pollution, not by the cars or industry, but by those who choose to use the ground as a waste bin. I have seen some actually say something, but for the most part, it is a Grenada way of living. Do we have no self-respect? If you can put out a garbage can, so there's no excuse. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hey, morning.
Good morning to the King. And let me, before I make my substantive contribution, I have no apologies for calling you the King. So if anybody have a problem with it, that two persons talk about it, that is your business. To hell with you, with due respect. I mean it in no disrespectful way. I can call you anything as long as not disrespecting you or running you down in any derogatory manner or being saying anything that is defamatory. I could call you the King and put it in all the pipe and smoke it. I will be calling him the King because as far as I'm concerned, he is the King, and what he did was kingmanship because he did dethrone people. So His Royal Highness, you are the King, the monarch, or whatever it is, and I will continue to call you that and address you like that. So put it on the pipe and smoke it. I have no apologies, and I would not be saying it. So I'm a free individual. I could call people whatever I want. Once it's not disrespectful and it's keeping with the law, I could call you a King. I will continue calling a King. So put it on the pipe and smoke it. When I want to raise an issue where we talk about that thing, the car parking, just like the lady talked before, I really would like that to change because everybody these days buying a car, and I find that probably you should have some place to park it, not on the street like that, because it is when you have an accident, when you have the ambulance has to pass or the fire truck. And especially around by my area where I'm living there, the roads are very narrow. And you see, they have a whole, if you go down by my road there, from start to see from the top to the bottom, is a whole set of cars on one side. And it's very narrow and dangerous. So I don't know, I can't suggest anything because everybody buying a car these days, and I understand there's about 60 or 63,000 cars registered. And you can't tell people it's a democracy and it's, what you call it, capitalism. So people have to buy a vehicle. But I really would like to see that change because ambulance can pass, fire truck can pass, and when anybody coming, one had to reverse right out because two people can't pass because all these cars parking on the road, and one person had to reverse right back out, So it's really a problem. But I don't have a solution for that. But But I would like to see that change. But how do I change it? And then apart from that, now you can't ride in the road because most of the areas that these things, you can't ride in the road, you know. So that's very difficult. So you have a great day, and who listening to me, all you could vex and say what all you want. I will be addressing him as the king, and that is it. And
have a good day, friend. Have a good day, right? God bless you. Love you as always. One of my WhatsApp contributors here, a very interesting contributor, says the greatest issue I see is the availability and affordability of fresh fruits and vegetables. Prices are off the charts when they are available, and most people cannot afford them. This in turn is affecting people's ability to fight diseases, the simple flu and other lifestyle diseases, when in turn is putting added strain on our already burdened and understaffed healthcare system. Honestly, between healthcare and food safety, we are in crisis mode. I do agree. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hi, good morning, sweetheart. How are you doing, darling?
I am alive and so very thankful.
And is that?
And is that?
Listen to me. I want to agree with the first caller. Technology, we need to address that fact. I am the government before all of them, they fail in educating the people with technology. We should be far advanced. We need a lot to boost us up. And the next point is cost of living, especially small operators. You know, since we're getting up all in the morning, some of us don't even have a bath. We have to take the cold water and we're back. When 5 o'clock we done bed already to come sometime when we reach after 6 in our business place, stand up long hours, innocent, and the little profit we get in, just at $2, that breaking the moral. The people that are selling over, we go in and buy from them, they get too much a big profit, and we that have to sell the goods, nothing much to shine about. So I don't know what could be done about it, but I would like that to address. Let me get a little more profit, man.
Okay.
$2 for a whole day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, high pressure.
So, yeah, real pressure.
Okay.
Nothing to smile about.
All right. Have a good one. Okay, good. Bye-bye. Another contributor via the WhatsApp platform says, good morning. The health system is terrible. The hospitals and health centers need upgrading, and the staff do not have proper etiquette when dealing with patients. Okay, let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Greetings.
Greetings. Welcome.
It's a very interesting question this morning, Mr. Joseph. And if we listen well to the previous callers, we recognize a state of deja vu. We've heard these suggestions prior for the last 50 years. I have a different view. You see, when you're a crazy, blind jackass, you see things differently. And based on information written, proven, tested, proven, reality, the truth, I have developed, or let's say we have developed a different view on what this here country needs so that we can move forward with everybody, not with everybody in agreement, but with some level of understanding that the decision that we make shall benefit all and sundry in the nation. I refer to the foundation of this country, Mr. Joseph. The foundation of this country, you realize we've been trying to build and build, but no one in the world, it is understood logically that nowhere in the world can you build anything without a proper foundation. To go straight to the point, Mr. Joseph, our country is illegitimate. It functions illegitimately because it does not have a Constitution Act. In other words, what we say is our Constitution has never been made into law in the country. It is operating on, well, I consider that worse than remote control. It is operated on the whims and fancies of a few powerful agents of colonialism who continue to maintain us in this status of acquiescence, subservience, and subjugation to the British Crown. We need to be Grenada first. That's what we need to be. In 2002, as I round up here, a document was written by a group of people headed by one Nicholas Liverpool in a aided and abetted by a gentleman called McIntosh, another called Bristol, very important men in our society and so on, and commissioned by the then so-called Governor General to do the job of reforming the Constitution. And recommendations were made. It was crystally clearly stated in the document in the second paragraph that it is, quote unquote, it is instructive to note that neither the documents terminating Grenada's association with the United Kingdom nor the current constitution are documents presented and debated in the parliament of the country, and therefore these documents are in effect imperial orders in council with the Queen's most excellent majesty. And it went on to tell us what we should do. This was cast away. The question is, why aren't we attending to that first? So we can give validity, legitimacy, and authority to the system that we have running. Take a look. This system that was set up permits these politicians, quote unquote, demagogues, because they start as politicians presenting themselves in the people's interest. Politics, the people's interest. But then they change and they do, and they get away with everything. Money is disappearing from the coffers of the country, millions of dollars, and nobody pays. Every day you hear the same thing, mistakes being made over and over, and then it's just shoved under the rug, nothing. We have to change it, and to do that, we have to sit and talk to a constituent assembly to reconstitute the nations with the participation of all in the villages, in the community, in the parishes, in the constituencies. This is what Grenada needs, and until we do that, everything else shall fall apart. We're talking about climbing higher and higher, and every day spending millions of dollars to paint telephone posts and big stones and trees around the country and broken bridges. Wasting money, spending I call that, well, it's worse than squandermania, and nobody will pay. The people, when I say pay, the people pay, yes? But nobody suffers consequences as a result of this abuse, and that is what the problem, one of the major problems in this here country, that has to change.
Okay.
New constitution now for Grenada so that we can chart a decent course for the future of the country. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph.
Thank you, caller. Have yourself a great day now. Folks, it's 26 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year, and every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribouries, Coop Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
The Grenada Motor Club will be hosting its second and final international drag racing event for 2024 at Perth International Speedway on September 28th and 29th. Expect the fastest set of drag cars and bikes the Caribbean has to offer. September 27th, meet and greet at Lavo Lanes. September 28th, test and tune bracket race qualifiers. And after drags, chill out at Sizzle Bar and Lounge. September 29th, drag race finals at Perth International Speedway. There will be a special guest appearance by one of the Caribbean's top drag racers and a special drift performance by one of the Caribbean's top drifter. Mark the dates. September 28th and 29th at Perth International Speedway is the place to be. You don't want to miss this one.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy?
Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Okay, welcome back to the conversation. It's 22 minutes on to. Let me just take some comments here from some of the contributors via WhatsApp and Facebook. One says, good morning. My contribution to the question, Providence and Syracuse road is overdue for repairs. It's beyond comfort. Secondly, the cost of fruits on sale. There's another comment here that I like. Let me get this. Where is it? Where is this one? All right. This person says, good morning, Gordon, and thank you for that question. My burning issue is this. Our government has a pilot project regarding transportation for school children, and the areas chosen, from what I learned on GBN News, are St. George and St. David. Considering that these areas are populated areas in terms of transportation already, I humbly suggest that the areas such as Cloget and surrounding areas in St. John and St. Mark be part of this project. I experienced extreme difficulty as a working adult moving from St. John to St. George. I also know of a student who was threatened by a teacher to be sent home because he is reaching the school late. This is an A student, and his only issue is transportation. My recommendation for this is that government own a few buses. Okay. Government. All right. My other burning issue is, why is it that vehicles have to be roadworthy and roads are not vehicle? Unlike this one, why vehicles have to be roadworthy and the roads are not vehicle worthy? My solution to this is that roads should be maintained adequately and not patched up every now and then. Thank you. All right. Okay, let's take this call before I go to Facebook. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Hi, welcome to the program.
I'm calling to give my contribution this morning.
Please do.
I don't mean to bash no one or to put no one down, but every day, these our people, because I am Grenadian kayak, they're taking them out and they're cursing the country. Every time this not doing good, that and doing good. Remember, this government just go into power. They barely, yes, it takes a while to do everything to get your bearings on the ground. Mr. Dr. Keith Mitchell was there for umpteen years. All those who is speaking and carrying on, they couldn't even talk to him about anything. They had to just take it as a sheep and say nothing. Now look how long this Maribor Hospital clinic or whatever, they in shambles, not yesterday. All the clinics around the country, Grenada, Carriacou, and Pitimaki, some was do work on, some was left to neglect. And every time you hear these people on all this talk show, only pulling down, criticizing, saying all manner of evil. They need to stop it. People near and far is listening to them. And I am far. I'm not near, but I'm kayak. You hear? The government didn't allow the hurricane. They didn't call hurricane and say, go straight on Carriacou or go straight on Grenada, Sotes, wherever. They have to give it a little time. You think if Mitchell government would have done better? Let me tell you something what happened in Ivan time. I was home at the time. The time a man from my village was giving out food, and he was one of the NNP men. He had a container of food to give out. I'm telling you what I had witnessed. And he left that food there. He was giving somebody. He gave me, my daughter, and not even me. Because by the time I come out from the house to see who gave her this little parcel. to throw it back for them. 1 mackerel, 1 sardine, a tuna, and a 1 water. Remember Carol didn't want water. And a pack of macaroni. And about a year or a few months after, they had to dump the container of food. He had it packed up there. So tell me I said one bet, to me, all of them, one is just a little better than the other. But when you put it, all of them is on the same road and the same line. Okay. Every time, every day, every time you listen, you only hearing the government, what the government could do in 2.5 years. What you all didn't do in 20 years. Come on, man. People listening to all you sounding so negative and evil and taking all your own mouth and cussing all your country. Stop it.
Lady, where are you calling from?
I'm calling you from New York.
Okay. How's New York today? What's the weather like?
Well, it's a little warm this morning, you know. It's going to be warmer than yesterday.
But I find you hot.
Yes, I'm very hot because I keep listening to those talk shows, those different, you know, and it's nothing positive. It's only negativeness, negative. Those things aren't good. I'm from Kayak, you know. I said, Kayak, I lost my roof. You think I lost my roof? I have to go through it. Even though I'm here, I have to do the same as all the people doing. My family down there, they are doing, I wouldn't say they're outside. You know? I wouldn't say they're outside.
But you're coping. You're coping, right?
Yes.
Most importantly, you're coping. All right.
They have to put God first. You know what they put in first? They put in man first. That's why they're having so much a problem.
Yeah.
You got to put God first.
Yes.
I'm very passionate about my country.
I could hear it in your voice.
You hear me? You see me? I don't care what part of the world I go. I love when they played land in Grenada, I feel like I'm alive again.
Right. Nice. Keep that spirit, okay?
Yes, and you all have a blessed and Grenadian people and Kayak. All stop it. Just try. Try.
Have a good one. Have a good one. All right. Love you. Bye-bye. All the love from GBN. Okay. All right. One of the contributors here says, good morning, Innocent. Happy birthday. Well, that was yesterday. Thanks. We need to be a more inclusive society, accommodating for persons with disabilities, involving giving access, having representation at the highest level in the decision-making process. Government needs to involve civil societies and engage them more in relation to policy, governance, etc. Education system must be revamped with immediate effect. We are way behind. We are still not getting it right. Call for an education conference. Get more educators on board from the diaspora and locally. Thank you, caller. Let's go to the phone line. Okay, we seem to have lost that call. You know the number, 435-2041. Let's go here and take this call. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Hi, welcome to the program.
We tell you this. All that we heard before.
I don't know, caller, for some reason you are sounding very muffled. I'm barely hearing what you're saying.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll talk louder. Kennedy Roberts said universal health and medicine. It's very important that we get this going as soon as we can because we need the support, and that everybody say the same thing over and over. It's to try to get this constitutional government, have it working faster than later. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you very much. 435-2041, that's the number to call. Let's go back here and say a pleasant good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am fine. How about you?
Well, not too bad at all.
You did not even call me yesterday and say, come, let's have a drink on my birthday, man.
Oh, boy, I know. I had some things doing. But we go have a drink, don't worry.
All right. Go right ahead, bro.
All right. There's two things. One is about a slightly burning issue, and the other one gets a comment. First and foremost is years ago, as a young child growing up, we had a proper bus service system for students or for children, and that went out through the window. That was the PTS system. Okay, now we have a congestion system for buses and children. We have a system operating in Grenada here right now, which I think could be sort of used as an example, and that's the School of Medicine. The School of Medicine has students taking students to and from their destination, but the buses have different routes. So why can't we operate like a bus system? There is a certain amount of buses that is assigned to take children from the destination where they live to their specific schools and back. So you don't have to have a congestion with all buses going into the town. You understand? So at the end of the day, the buses take you from your destination, whichever route. They take you to your specific schools at a certain time, and they go back and do the opposite route, take you back to your destination. I believe if the government or the Ministry of Transport look into a system like that, we wouldn't have this big traffic system and block up whatever we have in town during the day, especially when schools is open.
Okay.
Secondly is I don't like to talk about people and talk about what people have to say, because I believe you have a mind of your own. But I will call the name and I will say, Mr. Rolo seems to be a very, very educated man, knows a lot. But one thing crossed my mind. As a gentleman that has so much to offer to the Grenadian public, why is it when he in his twilight years he's saying certain things? Was he a very sociable person to teach people and educate people when he had the opportunity? Or is it because of his selfishness? And I've seen his display of very selfishness in the heart of St. George's. I have nothing against him because, yes, he come out and speak, but when he had his time to help Grenada.
Caller, tread cautiously, please.
Yes, I am. But the point is, that's why I said he's very educated and he could have learned us a lot, teach us a lot. I don't have nothing against him. I like to hear him speak, but sometimes when he speak and then calling people jackass on the radio station, I think you should have stopped him from saying that.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, that was just my take.
Okay. Right.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one. Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. It's 11 minutes on to the hour of 8 o'clock. Let's go to WhatsApp. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Hi, welcome to the program. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself? Are you all right?
I am doing fine. I'm not 100% well, but I'm well.
Yeah, you're doing well. You remind me of Jerry Cole a lot,
No, I wasn't I wasn't so ugly, man. Don't do me that. Oh, gum.
No.
I'm just kidding. That was my best friend.
Your voice and your presentation on GBN do a lot for the country and for people of Grenada, eh? That's what I'm trying to say, really.
Thank you for the endorsement, but
it's outstanding.
I do it with humility, though.
Yeah. A lot of people have a lot of gripes, and so be it, because it's human nature, right? The roads, this and that. There's a lot of things that needs doing in Grenada. And I'm calling from the diaspora, and I have not much right as people who live permanently in Grenada. However, I'm in Grenada maybe 3-4 times a year. God bless me. And let me tell you something. Nobody is going nowhere in Grenada if we can't improve the medical system. Because without life, nothing matters. The roads, the this, the that, whatever people are phoning to complain about, nothing matter. We need to improve the medical system, and I know Mr. Deacon Mitchell is corresponding with a lot of different countries. If we can improve that, because let me tell you something. When you go to the doctor and the doctor sends you to a pharmacy, sometimes you go in Grenville, all the pharmacy and have that. And they send you in town, all the pharmacy in town and have that. If we could improve a little bit on that, that will save a lot of lives. And life is, if you don't have life, you have nothing. Right. So I think that's one of the key thing that what could improve in Grenada and I would love to see that.
Okay,
thank you very
so the
much.
healthcare. All right, thank you, caller.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Folks, it's 8 minutes away from 8 o'clock. We take our final commercial break in the segment, and we come back and do the wrap. Don't you go anywhere. Stay with us.
As GBN brings you the thrilling coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League, please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup. From Tuesday, September 17th to Friday, September 20th, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN television news will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
It's the wrap. It's 5 minutes away from 8 o'clock, at which time we join the BBC. Just some comments here. Good morning, Mr. Host. I would like to see a program as the CPE as we had in the revolution. Because when I listen to some of the callers on radios, you can hear the lack of education. Sometimes I feel embarrassed listening to what comes from their mouth. So having a CPE program will help how we speak, spell, and write. Okay, that's that. I like that. The authorities, especially the police, should get those derelict vehicles off the side of the roads. Some blocking drains and they pass them 10 times a day. Pedestrians and drivers should have free way to walk and drive. The drains must be kept free. They're in a hot spot every day, yet they blind from one on Four Roads Junction and two around the same area. The facing is rampant now. Who looking at these crimes? All right, those are some comments from WhatsApp. There's another interesting one here. Good morning. On the gun issue, the South St. George police are now doing their jobs. Guns are on the street. Information is given, but they are not acting on it. Instead, they are protecting the criminals. Wow. Okay. Some people are mixing up people's concern for country with politics. People don't care about the Mitchells personally. People vote for change and betterment. Tell those in New York vote well in December. But I think it's November that person means, because that is when the election is. And let us who in the fire air our gripes without fear or favor. All you're well getting on this morning, boy. Where I get that inspiration to touch that topic, boy? That's divine. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program. How you do?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice.
I believe that our human resource is one of our greatest resources. And I believe that that of 60, you're just starting. So as far as, we're concerned with the Ministry of Health, if we can tap into our human resources, especially our qualified nurses, they are very good, or in some cases, because of their experiences, can do the work, assist very well with the doctors. And in the case of our maternity patients, we as community people, let us engage the services of these people. They are our friends, they live among us, they would talk to us, they would advise us. And there are cases when a lot of people are given advice and they do not take the advice, they do not take the necessary precaution. They wait until it's late and with complications, and a lot of the time we blame the health authorities. But if we engage the services of these people, I know there are cases where people want to go home and enjoy their retirement, but wouldn't mind, spending time, a minute or two, to talk to our people. So we can go there and talk to them, and they are very good at that. We have them in all our communities. I just want to say a special shout out to some of them this morning. We have Nurse Sandy, we have Nurse Baptiste. These people are working and they have worked tirelessly. And I believe that would ease the burden of the health system. We know what is going on. There are a lot that have migrated, but quite a few of them are willing to stay here and work, even in the field of nutrition. Right. We have, Ms. Jessie Douglas that has worked so hard with the community. These people, they know the community, they know the people that they need to work with, and they work with them.
And in my opinion, they're still young. I don't know why they're going home.
Well, your system say at 60 they have to go home.
You have to fix the system.
If you give them a little something and engage them, that would help to ease the burden of the health problem in our society and the hospital. Have a great day, Mr. Godnight. Thank you.
You too have a great one yourself. Point well taken. And that's the final point this morning. We've got to join the BBC momentarily. I'm just going to carry us up to that time, I'm going to take some of the comments. Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Please have a program on the bus issue with the large crowd lately on the bus terminus. With that heat, have to face inside the bus. The heat we have to face inside the bus terminal. I don't understand why there is so much vehicles in Grenada. Grenada is too small for all those cars, trucks, and buses. I remember growing up in Grenada, we used to walk to school and be on time. You could try that nowadays. You could tell your child you're then riding in the car or the bus to go to school. They ain't going. They tell you they ain't going, and you can't say you go deal with them because I'm going in the ministry for you. I'm calling legal aid. I'm calling special victims unit for abuse. Okay, but how come we have to be talking about things over and over, year go, year come? Government don't have workers, what these workers do to help our country. Folks, thank you very much for being a part of the program this morning. And if the good Lord spare your lives, we'll have another one tomorrow. Same time, same place, same frequencies and channels. The BBC is up next. I love you. Bye-bye.